Cho stole my trash bins. I replaced them with monster-sized ones. You know that feeling when someone pushes you just a little too far over something ridiculously small? That was me with trash bins. So let's talk about the time the HOA stole mine, and I responded by going Godzilla mode on garbage day. I'm Rob Stanton, 38, graphic designer, quiet dude. I live in a neat little corner lot in Elmview Crossing, a neighborhood where the grass is short, but the ego's tall. We're talking golf carts with bumper stickers that say HOA strong, and a board president named Karen who carries her clipboard like it's an FBI badge. Everything's a violation here. The wrong mulch, color $75, fine. Lawn flamingos, immediate citation. But what really set things off? Trash bins. I had two normal, city-issued rolling bins, one for garbage, one for recycling. I stored them by the side gate, behind my shrubs. They were never visible from the street, but apparently, Karen saw them during a dog walk. The next morning, they were gone. At first, I thought it was trash day confusion. Called the city, nope, not them. Called the waste contractor, nothing. Then I get an email from the HOA, unapproved bin placement bins removed per Section 8A. I pulled up Section 8A. You ready for this? Trash bins must be stored at a public view. No warnings, no requests, just straight up bin jacking. I emailed Karen. She replied, the HOA reserves the right to enforce cleanliness and consistency. You may retrieve your bins after submitting a storage compliance plan. A compliance plan for trash bins. That's when I knew. If she wanted to pick a fight over containers, then I was bringing containers. I did some digging and found a commercial waste supply yard out in the next county. Ordered two 96-gallon heavy-duty contractor-grade roll carts, the kind they use for events and construction sites. Bright caution orange, reflective tape, wheels like ATV tires. They showed up on a flatbed. The driver said, planning a block party. I said, nope, just getting even. I placed them exactly where my old bins had been. They didn't violate any height or color codes. Technically still out of public view unless you stood in the middle of the street and squinted through my hedge. 3 days later, I get another letter. Your bins are oversized and unsightly. I replied with a photo of Section 8A and a sticky note that said, please define size limits. I'll wait. Karen didn't respond. Instead, she brought it up in person at the monthly HOA meeting. I showed up early, sat in the front, let her make her speech about community standards being challenged. When she opened the floor, I raised my hand and said, can the board cite any written bin size limitation in the bylaws? Dead silence. Even the treasurer, Steve, decent guy, drives a Prius, muttered. I don't think we ever set one. I added, you removed my bins without cause. I've now replaced them. And until you write a real rule, they stay. Karen looked like she swallowed a lemon. The kicker. A week later, 2 other neighbors ordered the same bins in lime green and dark blue. One guy even painted free HOA spirit on the lid. It turned into a neighborhood joke. Now the HOA bins sit next to mine like little siblings. Karen tried to fight it, but the board wouldn't back her. She quietly stepped down 2 months later. And me, I take the trash out every Thursday night like it's a parade. Reflective vest. Headlamp. Sometimes I salute the bins. Call to action. Petty or perfect, should Rob have just followed the compliance plan? Or was this poetic justice in rolling, rubber-wheeled form? Tell us below and don't forget to size up your response. Muffler, wanna end.